Good morning, Year 11 Advanced. This screencast is relating to your assessment task for Term 1, your very first assessment for your preliminary HSC. So I'm going to take you through some of the feedback that's in this document and talk a little bit more specifically to what I noticed around your assessment tasks. So firstly, just a big thank you. It was really lovely to read all of your work, and you've all got really, really creative, wonderful ideas when it comes to writing. I thought that the ideas that you presented were really engaging and thought through very, very well. In terms of your creative thinking, you guys have a really, really high level in terms of that. The areas that I think that we need to focus on, the justification and that written structure, okay, is something that I really felt that we need to build further, and we'll be really focusing our attention on that ability to be able to give evidence and justify the how and the why that evidence is relevant is really, really important, and being able to do that at a sophisticated level for advanced English. In particular, making sure that we are really clearly answering the question. So something that I really noticed was that at times we were discussing how the plot of a particular text was similar, as opposed to looking at the stylistic features and how stylistic features have been constructed. So these are some of the things that we will continue to work on. Another area that I really want to talk about is time management. I really would have loved the opportunity to spend a good week giving you some really detailed feedback on your full narrative and your full justification. For a lot of you, I was looking at a full justification as I marked it. And I really would have loved the opportunity to give you some of the feedback that I gave you on that prior to you having to actually have submitted, so that you could have then further developed your work. And that's the positive of using your time really well, okay, and getting things in for draft feedback on time, because you can get a really clear picture of how to improve. And so then, instead of you learning from a result, you're actually learning from some formative feedback, and then you can improve from there. And that's what we really want to start to see as we move forward. And that takes time and it takes practice to build that up. So this is certainly not me saying why hasn't anyone, managed their time properly for this assessment. It's just simply getting you to understand the, advantages of getting things done and getting that feedback on a finished piece as opposed to a snippet of a piece. In terms of your analysis of the actual author that you are basing your text on, our further depth there is something that we want to continue to work on, being able to really clearly choose textual evidence and analyze that and compare and contrast that to your own writing, showing how and why you've done that. So particularly, I think our focus is on that analysis side of things. Our creative writing is quite developed, and that's what I was seeing through your texts. We need to be really careful of making sure when we do that creative writing that we are proofreading our work. There were sometimes some clumsy errors that probably didn't necessarily need to be there. I always recommend get someone else where possible to read over your fully finished draft work for that punctuation, for that grammar check. There might be a friend, a family member, I can do it, another teacher, someone to just not necessarily give you feedback on, how have you answered the questions, but literally, have I missed a clumsy error? Have I spelt a word wrong? Have I put a full stop in the wrong spot? Have I got my capital letters? Have I got paragraphs? These things really contribute to your writing, and we need to start to work on those as well. So all in all, congratulations on finishing that first assessment. Please individually speak to me via email about your task and your results so that I can give you some more personalised feedback if you would like that. Take care.